Why I stopped beating my meat. The reason why I stopped beating my meat as a man is because I'm at a point in my life where I will realize that I want to elevate and evolve into the true potentially have in this lifetime. And honestly, first thing that I looked at is nigga, I am 23 years old and I'm still beating my meat. Now, the reason why I decided, okay, let's start off with stopping to beat your meat is because this is the first place of discipline where you have the most control in your life. Gang, sitting up here acting on urges, touch yourself. And if you can't even sit here and stop doing these urges, how can you do anything else in your life? And that's when I realized, gang, I'm falling into the urges that I have in my mind and I'm not disciplined at all. Because once I went into partaking into stop beating my meat, I realized that it is a simple urge that comes for about 3 hours, 4 hours. And I'm talking about morning wood in particularly. One morning I woke up with morning wood and I was horny for 3 hours, more so in the beginning of this journey where, gang, I had to sit there and I had to let that shit ride out. And then once that shit rode out, gang, I was good to go and it was like nothing ever happened. And I realized that's how life is. A lot of things you have to let things play out and roll out because yes, you're gonna have urges. You're gonna have moments of weaknesses. You're gonna have moments of where your emotions are highly regulated. But if you can't even control you not even giving into beating your meat, the most simplest urge and daily urge that you're probably gonna get as a man, what else can you fucking do with their life? And honestly, yes, I know I made a video on why you should beat your meat as a man, but that was the point in the life and how I seen things and the mindset that I had back then, because at the end of the day, I'm still maturing, I'm still learning, I'm 23 years old. Honestly, I don't have the same mindset that I had 6 months ago. And yes, I know I did just make a video in my game. I basically told the story time about how I went on Twitter, basically, you know, stumbled upon something that I didn't even know what I was watching. Again, you gotta realize my videos that I make are oftentimes pre-recorded. Not pre-recorded, they're made in months in advance before they even go out. Once those months go out, the story time was like, I think a couple of weeks before. Where I'm at right now and the current date is April 23rd of 2026. Gang, I have not beat my meat in the last 2 months, I think. And the reason why I say I think is I do not sit up here and track, oh, I went this many days without beating my meat. Why? Because it doesn't fucking matter how many days you go without beating your meat. The second you start to sit there and actually try and track, okay, I went 365 days without beating my meat, you're putting too much energy, you're putting too much bandwidth on that shit. Why the fuck does it matter? If you can't control your urges day in and day out and start off with this, yes, some urges are harder than others, but gang, this is literally the most perfect thing to start off with, because if you start off with this, you conquer this shit. Sat there that morning that I had morning wood for them 3 hours and I'm like, nah, I can't do it, I can't do it, and I didn't do it, nigga. I felt so motherfucking accomplished in my life that, oh my god, I just went through deep emotion of some urge that I really want to do some shit, and I had the self-discipline not to sit there and do it. Gang, all I would have done was fucking beat my shit to like a 5-minute video off of Twitter, and then fucking went up and went to my bathroom and cleaned myself off with a fucking paper towel, and then been like, damn, I caved in. Nigga, I haven't fucking splurged on myself in the last 2 months. It might be a month and a half, it might be 2 months. I really don't know how much time has went by, nigga. I don't even remember the day I started it, nigga. I just woke up one morning and I said, why the fuck am I wasting my life force on myself? And it's not even on no like, oh, I'm on semen retention, because no, nigga's still out here fucking. But that's gonna be the next thing that I work on. Once I get this urge down, I work on all the other things that I gotta get done. Bro, there are other things in my life, you know, I'm not the best at. I'm a procrastinator. I work off of urges. I'm not really disciplined in other areas of my life. So I start here, master that urge, realize, okay, it's just a phase. You move on to the next thing. You conquer that, you conquer that, you conquer that. Without conquering this, and this is the reason why I started off with this, like I said earlier, is because something that happens if you are a young man, you have high testosterone in the gym, you fucking have morning wood, you have a desire to sleep with other women, you're not sitting there feeling the urge of beating my meat, sitting in that fathom of having buildups, because yes, there are buildups. What I did say in the video of why you should beat your meat is actually true in terms of sometimes you will sit down and you genuinely can't focus on the work that you want to achieve and get done because a motherfucker is so horny, motherfucker is so sexually frustrated. This goes for women and men. But you could take that energy and instead of you splurging on yourself, you could do that to improve yourself in regards of, okay, how can I make myself have more sex appeal to attract more women and actually sleep with the woman that I want to sleep with? Okay, how can I make myself a better catch on Instagram to have more leads coming? Can I make myself a better catch on dating apps? How can I do this? How can I do that? How can I present myself to actually meet the woman that I want to meet? Gang, these are all things that you could be thinking in your head, but you're coming to a quick solution of, okay, well, the easiest solution at the moment right now would be to go beat my meat. And that's not really going to solve nothing because you didn't put no energy into the gym. You didn't put no effort into your dating profiles. You didn't put no effort into your Instagram profile to actually generate you leads. You don't even know how the fuck to get a woman to come over to your crib because you're sitting here relying on the fucking pixels on your screen rather than realizing and learning all these things on how to do and actually getting out there in the field. Now, yes, it's not going to be easy. But nothing in this life that comes with virtue is going to be easy, nigga. Do a lot of things in this life, and it's going to make you an overall greater person. Not only is it going to make you a greater person, it's going to make you realize once you do that shit, damn, that was fucking easy. Now I can do anything else. Now, of course, I'm 2 months into it. It's not that much time. I'm not going to sit up here and act like, oh, I'm 2 years clean, a year clean. But I feel amazing at the moment in terms of I'm not touching myself. I feel like that's came to play into my life circumstances of the things that I'm doing and actually getting better and actually trying to present myself in a better light to where I never have to touch myself again, nigga. Because I'm always going to have an opportunity with the woman that I genuinely like or a woman that I'm genuinely attracted to come through and bust my nuts. And so can you.